Greetings, friends. Welcome to today's devotional. It is Psalm 83. O God, do not keep silence. Do not hold your peace or be still, O God. Even now your enemies are in tumult. Those who hate you have raised their heads. They lay crafty plans against your people. They consult together against those you protect. They say, "Come, let us wipe them out as a nation. Let the name of Israel be remembered no more." They conspire with one accord. Against you they make a covenant. The tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites, Moab and the Hagarites, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, Philistia with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assyria also has joined them. They are the strong arm of the children of Lot. Do to them as you did to Midian, as to Sisera and Jabin at the Wadi Kishon, who were destroyed at Endor, who became dung for the ground. Make their nobles like Oreb and Zeb, and their princes like Zeba and Zalmunna, who said, "Let us take the pastures of God for our own possession." O my God, make them like whirling dust, like chaff before the wind. As fire consumes the forest, as the flame sets the mountains ablaze, so pursue them with your tempest, and terrify them with your hurricane. Fill their faces with shame, so that they may seek your name, O Lord. Let them be put to shame and dismayed forever. Let them perish in disgrace. Let them know that you alone, whose name is the Lord, are the Most High over all the earth. So we've got a fairly familiar theme for this psalm. Once again, the people of Israel are being pursued, attacked, or plotted against by, in this case, quite a few different nations of people who are trying to destroy and wipe them out as a nation. And reading through these psalms, one certainly gets the impression that this is a constant theme and a constant threat for the people of Israel. And historically, at least it was what we read in Scripture, that has been the case. That they have been a people that have been, they had many enemies, have tried on a number of occasions to destroy and wipe them out. Now, why that is it's not a question that I think we can answer. That's a God thing that is certainly mystifying, but not anything that is easy to answer. Maybe no people have been pursued and attacked as often as the people of Israel, but what just strikes me in this moment is the fact that they are still a people, they are still a nation. This 2,000 years after the fact that the Messiah has come, and there are still many that deny, but the Jewish people are still a people. But going back to the time of history, for thousands of years, God protected them, kept a remnant of them, kept them around, kept them alive, and kept them as his chosen people that eventually would lead to the birth of a Jewish Messiah. Of course, Jesus, whom all people now are invited to, by God's grace, to be children of God, to be believers, to be people who receive salvation through their faith in Jesus Christ. And no doubt God kept the people of Israel around and alive for all that time for that very, very reason. God has always been intimately involved, very hands-on when it comes to what's happening in our world, though often it is a mystery as to what exactly it is that God is doing in any particular moment. But historically, you can look back and see that God has always been very involved in what's happening in our lives and in our world. Again, despite the sometimes mystifying circumstances which we find ourselves under, now being one of them. But it's that history that I think it can give us the hope that God is always going to be active in doing something. In studying the book of Daniel, we've seen that in Esther and in Ruth and so many other books of Scripture that God is definitely hands-on with us and in our world, and that's one of the many things that makes him someone who is trustworthy. We might individually sometimes think that God's not concerned or doesn't care about us, but that's just not the case. Why would he single out one of us or a few of us or even a large number of us to ignore while being mindful of the masses of other people? And that's really a remarkable thing, to think that the God of heaven and earth, the God who created all of this, is watching us like a parent would watch a child. that we never leave his sight, that we're never out of his mind, that we're never far from his heart. And we can trust in that. And again, that just blows my mind sometimes to think that God cares that much about me. And the evidence is clear in history with historical events for other people, but also for our sake as well. It's very personal, and it's very uplifting. And again, it's something that I think can give us all hope for whatever it is that we're facing, even if things are going well, to always know that there's a God out there who loves us. That's our devotion for today. Until tomorrow in Psalm 84, blessings to you.